there is a day, in everyone's existence, which fate is greatly forced upon them, no matter what they can do to stop it, in life or in another world. Sometimes, fate occurs unexpectedly, and these beliefs start a story of courage in which an unsuspecting person gets thrown into a world of curses, and though he tries his best to avoid and deny it, he becomes one himself. This is Sea of Thieves, Chapter 1, The Reaper's Bounty. Welcome back to yet another video, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel to enjoy more content like this. Also, all are welcome and encouraged to give this video a like and share it with friends. Thank you. My story began when I met Captain Cohen of the ship, the Great Falcon.
Thieves pirate game. You
Hey, come
basically
speak with me. I need
try
your help with something secret.
to find treasure, and you basically try and find treasure, battle other players, other ships, or skeleton
So
ships.
it seems like our viewers are in for an insane adventure and not just hitting a bush.
No. He's got a point.
I wanted to experience all the world had to give me in the greatest form. So, I met with the friendly fellow known as Harry the Hoarder, who had a task for me, to hunt down some lost treasure that was supposed to be his in the first place. I shared our mission with Captain Cohen and we set sail for the first time, gloriously. We got familiar with our ship and met a rat on it, whom we named Remy.
It looks like a piece of steak.
Anyways, it took us a while to actually find the island, but once we did, we headed there directly. I found some pigs for Remy to cook and got lost. So there should be...
Hey, wait, I think I can harpoon this. A skull? I put that there.
I actually don't know where we are. Should we go over here?
The pro way to do anything is to harpoon it. When in doubt, harpoon it.
But I was soon in the possession of the chest of rage. Had me, you know. Whoa! Cool off! Heating up and almost bursting into flames as time passed. To keep it cool, we took buckets and were pouring water on it all along our way back. We sold it for lots of money, but we still had that adventurous feeling. Over $3,000! I heard a legend of an old crew of pirates who were disliked by all around. In a hunt for treasure, privateers hunted them down and burned their ship at the island they were at. It was at this moment that the crew was marooned and left to die. Wanting revenge and not giving up on their strength, they were turned into skeletons waiting to be put to rest. So we went to the site of their marooning, Cutlass Cay, to finally bring them to rest. We sailed through the night, eventually arriving at the island, where we were met with a fierce battle with skeletons.
Oh my god, skeletons.
Snakes! And although I was afraid, the teamwork with me and the captain created a force that could defeat them, secure the skull of the captain and the skeletons. If our troubles were over though, this video wouldn't exist. Above the water, Captain Cohen noticed a beam coming out of it. He had learned from a friend that this meant that a ship had recently been wrecked there. And where's a ship, there's treasure.
Some good loot in it. There's a sunken ship to the right. Where see that green and red particle coming out of the sky?
Green and red particles, yeah. What about it?
Yeah, those drifting out of the sky. That means there's a shipwreck there.
Oh, cool.
Come on.
We weighed anchor and dove to the ship's remains. I see treasure already. In the cabin, there were chests and gems, but something caught my eye. It was known as the Trident of the Dark Tides, And, in all seriousness, it's not that important to the story, but a major step into an unknown world. But it was what was found afterwards that was truly interesting. What is this?
There's no way I just found... Oh my god, I just found a
What?
Reaper chest. Oh my god. The Reaper chest is so good. It's 10,000 coins.
Captain Cohen had found below the ship's hold a Reaper's chest. I didn't know what this was at the time, only that this could be sold for a significant amount of money. Along with the chest, we surfaced tea crates, lesser chests, gems, and skulls. We returned to Plunder Outpost to sell the items obtained, but we soon ran into a roadblock.
I can't sell this chest. I need to take it to the Reaper's hideout.
We can find that. Apparently, a Reaper's chest can only be sold at a Reaper's hideout, which makes sense, but it's also kind of cool. Our adventure led us on an unfamiliar path away from all we have previously explored. We began to cook food and prepare for what we didn't know was our biggest adventure yet. Sending us a long distance from Plunder Outpost through uncharted waters was enough, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened next. A large beam of light shined from the Reaper's chest, making us visible to anyone passing by, and us publicly visible on the map.
Am I going in the right direction?
It was then put together that the Reaper's chest was giving the beacon of light. We were a big target and we needed to move fast. As we were sailing along the open sea, the colorful sky I used to know turned dull, and the water chalky. Clouds created a veil from us and the rest of the world. The water turned pitch black. Lightning flashed around us, and I soon became unsure of our safety upon this small ship. If the storm wasn't bad enough, we were just passing Plunder Valley, which was a fort of hostile skeletons that constantly fire cannonballs at passing ships. Captain Cohen dodged and weaved around the raining spheres of ammunition, but it had to be the only thing on his mind. Then, I heard a roar. The Kraken had emerged under our ship. Its tentacles surrounded us, puncturing our walls and attacking everything it could. The wind of the storm we were caught in rang our deck bell like mad, and chaos ensued. I didn't even think before I ran to get the trident of the dark tides. I used this energy to shoot massive beams at the Kraken in hopes that it could hurt it somehow. Captain Cohen, as experienced as he was beginning to lose hope.
No matter if we're dead.
Plunder Valley is shooting at us, Cohen. I'd kind of turn. Just then, all of the Trident's energy had been used up in this last shot and disappeared from my shaking hands. Without my beloved staff of power, I thought I had lost all grip on the world and the battle.
There's no way we survive this. I think we're dead.
We're not dead. It's not over until it's over, Cohen. We both know that.
Battle against the Kraken. We shall ward them off.
We shall prevail. Panicking, I grabbed fiery cannonballs, missing nearly every shot. Attack! Yes! I tried patching holes the Kraken made in the deck, but it just made even more. This fight, along with the power of Plunder Valley threatening us every second, was the last thing I wanted. The evil squid secured us in this area, ensuring that we could not escape from it. This fight was inevitable. The water that's down here. To our advantage. Realizing this, I stopped panicking and grabbed my scoped rifle, taking shots wherever I could. I need the ammo chest. I'm going down without fight, Kraken! Be gone! I also utilized our two cannons to fire at the monster. I ran out of ammunition many times as the cabin filled up with water and the Kraken's tentacles ripped it apart. Soon, tragedy struck. Whoa! Cohen, I'm being lifted! Just as I was fighting with all my strength, the Kraken scooped me up with its scarred arms, using its spikes to stab me very slowly. Cohen! I swung my sword around wildly, desperate to get freed. Back in the boat!
Go on. I'm repairing our ship.
It was at that moment that lightning struck the tip of the tentacle that held me hostage. I caught on fire and the Kraken threw me as a reflex. I had survived the imprisoning, but the impact of the water ended. Green
Don't
smoke
die on me.
clouded my vision as I can only imagine Cohen's fate, with him being the only one left to kill the beast. I then became void of any thought at all, till I woke up on a ship. But not my ship. This was a terrifying sea vessel in which the screams of unseen figures could be heard. Looking around to regain my thoughts and remembered who I was. My first thought was that I needed to get back to Cohen, but it didn't take a genius to know that I was dead. I could hear the echoes and whisperings of him, begging for help. Then I saw, out of the corner of my eye, a captain of the ship I was on. I exclaimed that I wanted to go home, but he just kept staring into the distance. Finally, he came around, and because he took pity on me, decided to give me a second chance in life. But I was forever in his debt. My life was to protect Cohen, and if I were to die again, I would become the next captain of the ghost ship, and the current ferryman would rest for all eternity. Just then, the door to the cabin burst open, beckoning me to enter. Passing through, I finally got the strength to open my eyes. I woke up back on my ship, alive and with a new burst of energy.
I'm on my way to defeating this thing
I
once
could
and for
only
all.
guess it was given to me to protect Cohen. I armed the cannons and fired left and right. He was so surprised to see me back and fighting again. Quickly patched up the hull, gave it everything we got.
You don't know how much more we can sustain.
Cohen, just keep doing your job. We've got this. Absolutely brilliant.
The tables started to turn in our favor. Just then,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not again.
I was
Now again?
grabbed by the Kraken.
Cohen,
I wasn't
you
going
can.
to die
Everything.
again. I slashed my sword
Everything
at
you
it
can,
and
Cohen.
actually hit it multiple
I am.
times. It threw me back at the ship, but I was
Oh.
alive.
you start attacking this time.
You think you can just roam into my sea,
RC!
steal my treasure,
Our treasure!
and get away with it? Nah, I'm gonna do it my way.
Get out of our sea! Get out of our sea! Leave! Away with you! Yes!
We had slain
We
the
fought
Kraken.
him off!
We did it!
We've killed the Kraken!
We celebrated for a few moments,
We've
happy
done
that we
it!
can continue to see the sun, and we made our way to the Reaper's hideout,
Yes!
finally.
We've done it, Cohen! Let me look. Oh my gosh. Just ahead, take a bit of a right. Nice job, Cohen. Think about what we've done to journey over here.
Slaying the Kraken.
This island, though,
We killed the
was
Kraken.
off. It had a very dark element to it, and we were unsure about every step we took. At the middle of the island, we met a skeleton, known as the Servant of the Flame, who gladly took our chest. He was then impressed with our work, proposed the idea of me and Cohen becoming Reapers, the enemy of the mercenaries whom we know. He did say something interesting, however. He said that the decision of mercenary versus Reaper couldn't and shouldn't be a split-second decision. You have to work for whatever side pleases you by gaining the flag of a mercenary ship and returning it to the Reapers. Only then would you commit to their side. Me and Cohen debated about it on our way back to the nearest outpost, and upon returning, I bought myself a blue crab peg leg to remind myself about my second life and that I can't always escape fate. We headed to the tavern to celebrate the money we made and our victory over the Kraken. But just then, we met someone very mysterious.
Who is this person? Hello? Who exactly are you?
I've heard you've been to the Reaper's hideout.
He came into the tavern and approached us about the Reaper's hideout.
I am one with the Reapers. or I am a Reaper subject.
What do you want from us? What do you want from us, Reaper?
Would you like to become Reapers? I have a quest for you.
What is that quest?
To destroy the mercenaries.
It appeared that we were caught in a war between two sides of the Sea of Thieves. Two seemingly invincible sides, always plundering against each other. And soon, it came for us, as reluctant as we were, to pick